Alright, hello and welcome back to Campisi's Kitchen. Today is part 2 of my Dieting Made Simple video. Today I'm going to be taking you through an entire day of eating. So basically a full day of what I eat and explaining why I'm eating the foods that I'm eating. So I think this is going to be super helpful for you guys. Stay tuned. You gotta know that nothing lasts forever. Okay, so before I go into specifics on what I'm eating, I just want to clarify kind of the strategy that I use, okay? So if you've ever heard of the term flexible dieting or like a macro-based dieting approach, this is the approach that I take with myself and with my clients. So what does that mean? In the last video, I explained kind of an overview of what dieting is, calories in versus calories out, the different phases that you're in, cutting, maintenance, surplus, stuff like that. And today I'm going to show you actual foods and show you how much quantity I'm eating in order to achieve those different statuses of your body, okay? So macros, what are they? Everything that you eat breaks down into one of three things, okay? It's either a protein, a carbohydrate, or a fat, okay? So most foods have a little bit of each, but they're dominant in one category. Chicken breast, for example, is almost all protein, a little bit of carbs, and then some fat. Something like oats would be almost all carbs, but also a little bit of protein and maybe a little bit of fat, okay? So when you look at foods in this way, you can actually just track your macros and they will allow you to eat flexibly because you can mix different things in there. It doesn't have to just be chicken, rice, and broccoli, but as long as you hit your macros for the day, they will add up to your total caloric intake and then you'll be on track, okay? You can literally track these if you use like an app like MyFitnessPal app or something on your phone. There's barcodes on these and you can scan it, it'll jump right into your app for you and you can just put in the quantities that you're using. But if you track these and you have like this macro-based approach, you can literally to the gram figure out how many calories you should be eating, and then you'll know exactly if you're going to lose a pound per week, 2 pounds per week, 3 pounds per week. You literally, if you stay on track, it takes all the guesswork out of it. So this is the approach that I use with my clients. One other thing you should know is that in one gram of a carbohydrate, there's 4 calories. In 1 gram of protein, there's 4 calories. But in 1 gram of fat, there's actually 8 calories, okay? So fatty foods are twice as dense as the other two, and so that's why it's easier to overeat when you're eating fatty foods than it is when you're eating healthier foods, okay? So I'm just going to show you my macro breakdown so you have some sort of idea why I'm choosing the foods that I'm choosing and the quantities that I'm choosing, okay? So at my age, I'm 34 years old, I'm 5'10", and I'm currently 175 pounds. You can go and maybe I'll put this macro calculator in the description below so you can plug in your own information. But you literally just plug in the information and then you go down here. I'm just choosing moderately active and then I'm maintaining, so that's maintenance. You hit calculate and then it shows you, okay, a person at my age, my height, my weight, my activity level, I should be getting around 2,700 calories per day to maintain my weight, okay? And then there's also another breakdown. You can adjust your protein. I always use high protein. So if you're someone who's doing any type of resistance training, playing sports, doing any type of working out, you want to have your protein high, okay? I always recommend 1 gram per pound of your body weight, okay? So then you saw the breakdown there. It usually comes down to a ratio about 50% carbs. That's our energy. That's what our body uses for energy. And then 25 fat, 25 protein. That's percentages, okay? And so that's what it breaks down to, about 330 grams of carbs, about 175 grams of protein, and about 75 grams of fat, okay? Those macros add up to 2,700 calories, okay? So that's where the numbers are coming from, and that's what flexible dieting is. I can technically eat whatever I want. As long as I hit these numbers, then I'm gonna be fine for the day. So we're gonna start off with breakfast. I'm a busy person. I think 99% of the country is a busy person. So I actually like to just create a blender shake as my first meal, okay? And I'm gonna show you what I put in that. So, started off with some almond milk, probably like 8 ounces. Normally I use normal milk, but you can use whatever type of milk you want. The reason I like normal milk over almond milk because it has protein in it. Next, I'm gonna use, we put 4 eggs in there. So eggs are actually they are the best source of protein. Different foods have different quality of protein, and the quality of your protein does matter. Eggs are actually such a good high quality source of protein that every other protein is measured against how close it stacks up to eggs. So eggs are super, super good. They're super healthy. They've got nutrients, they've got healthy fats, they've got a ton of protein. So we put 4 eggs in here. I put, like I said, about 8 ounces of milk, and then I'm gonna put 2 scoops of protein. This is the protein supplement company that I work with because they're the only third-party tested protein supplement in the world. That means a company actually comes in and tests the product for what is in there and posts the results online, so there's no like saying that they're putting protein in there when it's not in there. A lot of other companies were getting in trouble with protein spiking, using filler products like flour and sugar and stuff like that, and so that's not stuff I want to be putting into my body. So I highly recommend this brand. You can find their link in the description below. Following on, oats, one of the best source of carbohydrates you can possibly have. These are the kind of stuff that gives you that sustained energy throughout the day so that your blood sugar level is staying nice and solid and isn't dropping throughout the day. I do like usually a scoop or a scoop and a half, something like that. And if you guys were measuring this stuff out, if you're tracking your calories, you'd want to measure it out. For me, I'm not really worried about where I'm at right now, so I can just kind of eyeball this stuff. Plus, I've done it a million times. And last thing I like to do is some sort of frozen fruit for those micros I was talking about earlier. You want to be getting at least 3 to 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. This is a good way to knock out like 3 servings right here. And I just dump these puppies in. And then the last thing we're going to add is just some yogurt. It's another great form of protein. If you're one of those people that's scared of dairy products, then you can just leave this out, but I just like it because it makes the consistency a little bit better, a little bit thicker, and tastes great. So I'm gonna blend this up and we'll check in with you in just a second. And so that's what the finished product looks like. Also, I will note, my girlfriend and I usually just split these, so that's why we were putting so much of all of the different things in there. This is probably like a double dose, so if you're doing a single one, you'd have to adjust yours based on your calories, your intake, your body weight, all that kind of stuff. So this is what it looks like. It's pretty damn tasteful. It's pretty damn good, and it's a really easy consistency to drink. And yeah, so that's what we do. This is also when we take our multivitamins. I just do gummies. Right now I'm doing gummies. Sometimes I do like an Optimum Nutrition complete multivitamin, and then I'm also doing a sugar balance. This just helps you metabolize the things that you're eating, your carbs, your fats, and you just take 2 a day, and it's super simple. So okay, so before the gym, we like to do a little pre-workout concoction. I take a scoop of BCAAs. They help prevent muscle breakdown in the gym. They're also the foundation of muscle building blocks. And then I also do a scoop of the pre-pump pre-workout. The great thing about this is it's natural caffeine sources, and it's not super high in caffeine. I think a full scoop is only 150 milligrams, so it's not very high. I'm very caffeine sensitive. So I actually only do a half scoop of this, but it also has pump amplifier in there. So things like caffeine dilates your blood vessels. There's also all kinds of stuff, beta alanine, stuff that I can't pronounce, but basically it helps shuttle nutrients to your muscles once you get into the gym, and it helps give you those big fat juicy pumps, and it gives you that laser focus but without the jitters. And as always guys, if you're ever interested in trying out some of these products, I'll put a link on the video right now. It's just bythetruth.ca. They're a Canadian company. I know the owner personally. He's a great guy, and they make amazing products. You can use my discount code JaretCamp20. It will save you 20% on anything you order from them. So that's it. We're gonna mix this up with a spoon, and then it's leg day. Oh my God. All right, so we just got back from the gym. Perfect time to get a post-workout meal in, basically lunchtime. So as I like to do with anything in life, I like to keep shit super simple. And this is one of the simplest and like best tasting and healthiest meals you can make. It's called a cafe steamer. They're from Healthy Choice, and they're very, very good tasting, and they're also good. They have great macros. So you're looking at 20 grams of protein, 36 carbs, only 7 grams of fat, and about 300 calories. The good thing about these is how easy they are to cook, because you don't have to do anything. You just put this thing in the microwave as it is. It steams the things up from the bottom. All the sauce stays on the bottom, and all you do is take all the stuff out. When it's done, it's like 4 minutes in the microwave. You dump it in there, and then it's ready to go. So you don't have to screw with like putting stuff in, pulling off filters. poking holes in this shit and mixing stuff, putting it back in the microwave, having things that are cold as shit, everything cooks through, and I highly recommend these. Plus they're not super filling, so you can continue to like have energy throughout your day and not be like in a food coma when you're trying to do stuff. And then I like to pair this with a protein shake. So I just do 8 to 10 ounces of milk, another scoop of my Believe vanilla protein, so I end up getting like 50 grams of protein and about 500 calories, and that will be my lunch. So we'll check in with you guys for dinner. All right, it's time for dinner. My personal favorite, this is where I pretty much save all my calories for because I get really hungry later in the day. Tonight, what we're gonna do is very simple. So we're gonna start off with, what is this called?
Ground beef.
Ground beef.
Turkey.
Ground turkey. We're just gonna grill it up in the skillet, maybe with just a little bit of seasoning. We're gonna do these guys right here, which is quinoa rice, brown rice. It's actually, I mean, it's straight up carbohydrates, 47 grams, 6 grams of protein, and 3.5 fat per serving. And there's about 2 servings in here, 240 calories. And then we're gonna also just throw this in the microwave as well, steamed vegetables, and that's where we're gonna get the rest of our 3 to 5 servings of fruits and veggies for the day. So probably like, 30 grams of protein in this, the extra protein from the rice and the carbs and the fat and everything. So you got everything covered, just a well-balanced meal. And then also I wanna show you some other options of things that we do that's even easier. So if you go in the grocery store, you can find kind of like pre-prepared meals that are just like skillet ready. Garlic chicken, this is one of our favorites. You just throw the whole damn thing into the skillet and grill that puppy up and it's good to go. Macros on this guy, you're looking at 240 calories per serving, 32 carb, 10 protein, and 7 fat. So pretty good, pretty carbohydrate heavy. The only problem you run into with these kind of things is sodium with the frozen meals. So sodium isn't as bad as everyone makes it out to be, as long as you're drinking a lot of water throughout the day, which is something I didn't mention, but you should be drinking water constantly throughout the day. I try to get 94 ounces per day or more. Then that's gonna help regulate your sodium intake. As long as you're drinking plenty of water, you shouldn't have any issues with that. Another thing that we do a lot are these frozen pizzas. California Pizza Kitchen. We do the buffalo chicken because the chicken gives more protein, and I'll just show you what the macros look like on this. And again, super easy to do, throw it in the oven for 15 minutes and it's done. So per serving, there's 3 servings, 300 calories, and you've got 11 grams of fat, 16 protein, and 35 grams of carbs. You can do the math. It's like 36, almost 38 grams of protein. You're getting like almost 100 carbs, and then 33 fat, 900 calories if you eat this whole thing, which I normally do. So there's 3 easy meals that you can do, and then obviously you guys can make your own meals up, but that's like as easy as it gets pretty much. Not very much involved right there. So we're gonna eat some dinner, and then I'll show you guys what we have for snacks later, and I'll catch you in a minute. Okay, so now that I've taken you through a full day of eating, showing you meal by meal, the kind of stuff that we eat, I want to touch on snacks. So, because I think this is a part where people really get off track. They sit down, they grab like a whole bag of potato chips, they're watching TV, not even paying attention, and like 800 calories go by. So here's my take on snacks. First of all, make sure when you're hungry, that's when you're eating your meals. Eat your breakfast, eat your lunch, eat your dinner. If you're still hungry in between those time periods, I just try to choose like healthy snacks. So one example is yogurt. Greek yogurt is great. These are some, they're called zeros or triple zeros because there's no added sugar, no added fat, no added preservatives. They're also 15 grams of protein, and I think they're only 120 calories. So you can snag 1 or 2 of these at night when you're hungry. I get hungry at night, late at night, and I'll grab something like this, 1 or 2 of these, and I'm good to go. The other thing I do is I like cereal for snacks, especially at night. Mix it with some milk, you're getting 10 to 15 grams of protein. If you choose like the whole grain cereals, you can get fiber in there, you can get healthy carbohydrates, and it's a great snack for you. Like 300, 400 calories, no big deal. The other thing I do is protein shakes. Again, mix some milk in there, a scoop of high quality protein, and you're getting 30 plus grams of protein at very minimal amount of calories, and protein really fills you up, so it helps you it keeps you from grabbing unhealthy snacks. And then another thing is popcorn. Popcorn is really great, especially if you get natural light popcorn. It's like almost no calories. I think what, in a whole bag, it's like 130 calories. Actually, it says popped 25 calories, so I don't even know. It's not much at all, and it does fill you up, especially if you're like wanting something salty. And then also, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I eat like chocolate and stuff, you know, like these are Reese's Pieces. I sat down the other night and had like 15 of these right before bed, just because I wanted it. I was craving sugary stuff. C's candy, like we'll go through and eat a couple pieces of this. My thing is, like I said, as long as you're eating your healthy, well-balanced meals and you're getting your nutrition that your body needs to function, if you want to have snacks, you know, donuts, ice cream, stuff like that, when you crave it, just eat it, and then it'll be done and over with and you can move on. What you don't want to do is skip meals and then overindulge in snacks and eat like half a tub of ice cream or eat like an entire bag of potato chips. That's where you get into trouble. My mom's, I'm gonna call her out right now because she's sitting on the couch over there, but she's classic for that. She'll just kind of like walk around and snack instead of just like having a meal. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a full day of eating for you guys. I hope that makes sense. It was a lot of information. If you guys have questions or comments, you can drop them in the comments below. If you want to hire me as your personal trainer, you can just go to my website, jcampfit.com. You can see all the plans that I offer, and it's a really no bullshit approach, and you know, it works obviously, and that's about it. So I hope that's helpful. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe. Head on over to my channel. Check out all the other stuff that we do on there, from track and field to fitness videos to motorcycle stuff. And also, if you know you have friends and family that struggle with this kind of stuff, show them these videos. So the Dieting Made Simple will be part 1. This will be part 2, the full day of eating. So I hope that's helpful, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.